is question number 26. So this question, when we look at the questions first, is asking us average speed of the car traveling. When we've been asked what the speed is, we should immediately understand and remember how do we get the speed. That is the basic knowledge we should equip with the student. So that is equals distance divided by time. Which means by any way, if we want to know the speed, we need to know the distance and the time. Now the question has been transferred from the speed into let's find out the distances and the speed. Then when we look at this question, the information which we have been told is better to be represented in the line diagram. That is what I said. So represent the information is also very key abilities in the thinking skill and the math reasoning. So because normally the information is given to the student is in a test format, right? So they just test the student to has the abilities to represent the test information into the diagram one, either it's in line or in the table or in the diagrams. For this one, definitely it's easier. We can see that it's easier by drawing the line. So when they say car A, car and van, when they overtake the one, they are left 126 kilometers away from the town Annandale, right? And then the next information told us is the car arriving Annandale 3/8 hours earlier than the van, when the van still 18 kilometers away. So by drawing the diagram, by drawing the line, we'll see is when the car is arriving as Annandale, this is where the van is. So the distances between the van and Annandale is 18 kilometers. So easily we can find out. So how long the van has been driven. That is going to be 126 minus 18. That is 108 kilometers. That is how long the van drove. When the car is covered, the distance the car is driving is 126 kilometers. Now, back to the question. When they're asking us the speed of the car, at least after we draw the diagram, we get one information with the distances of the car. The distances for the car we got is 126 kilometers. But the thing is, we still don't know is the time. How long? For how many minutes? The car driving 126 kilometers. Right? So now the key breakthrough we are looking for is, if we want to know the speed, we need to find out the time. Now, let's go back to the question to see what's the information we still got. The rest of the information all is about van. So the student should have the very clear directions for this question is, if we want to find out the time of the car, we need to find out the time of the van, because most of the information left for us is about the van, right? So we know that this is 18 kilometers and the car arriving 3/8 hours earlier than the van. What does that mean? Which means when car is arriving at Annandale, the van is still 18 kilometers away. Which means the van still need 3/8 hours to arriving at the Annandale. Now, we find out, we know the distances and the time exactly for the van now. For the van, it needs 3/8 hours to cover 18 kilometers. So, come back to the same formula here. We can find out the speed of the van is the first thing we can get. That's going to be 18 divide 3/8, right? By using the division of the fraction, if the student still remember, that we're gonna be using KFC, right? That's what I said. Keep, right? And then flip, and then change. Yeah, we keep the number, we flip the fraction, and then we change the operation. That is, I just short it for KFC. Easy for student to remember. So the speed is gonna be 48 kilometers. Oh, sorry. 48 kilometers per hour. That is the speed for the one. When we know the speed of the one, we think we are more closer to the correct answer now, because we know that when the car is covering 126 kilometers, the van is only covering 108 kilometers. So, in other words, means when the van is arriving here, the car is arriving here. The time they are using actually is equal. So if we want to know how many times the car using to cover 126 kilometers, we need to find out how many times the van is covering 108 kilometers. It's not, since now it's getting easier because we know the speed. Because we know the speed of the one. We know the distances. The van driving is 108. The speed is 48. So we know the time. The van covering 108 kilometers by 48 kilometers per hour. This is the time. This time will be equal to the car, which is covering 126 kilometers. So now we know the distances and also we know the time. Now the speed. The answers is only about how you calculated it. So easily the speed of the car will be equals to 126 divided by, I better write it in the division way. So it's gonna be 126 divided by the time, which is 108.48. You can either do the simplify first, or you can just flipping it first. It doesn't matter, but you can always get the correct answer if you calculate is correct. So after that, we'll find out the correct answer should be 56. So for this question, similar with the previous question about average, what I want the student know is we need to get the foundations information first, of course, the knowledge about how to get the speed, how to get the average, and then we can easily using the information we have been given to try to find out in the formula. If we want to know one of these numbers in the formula, we need to work out another two. So these two questions is quite similar. It's all testing us your mathematics knowledge first, and also your math reasoning ability, which is according to the information you're given to work out what is the information necessary for us to get the answer.